Hi, welcome to the client Timesheets approval video session. Staffing organizations have their clients. Staffing organizations deploy their resources in various projects of their clients. Upon timesheets generation, resources get the generated timesheets in their respective portals. The resources fill in and submit the timesheets, including the timesheets for client project deployments. After the resources submit the timesheets for the client project deployments, the timesheets appear in the respective client's portal for approval. The timesheet approval user interface is a dashboard, which provides an end-to-end view of the client approval workflow to the client root administrators. Click on Timesheet Approval menu item to get to the user interface for Timesheets Approval Dashboard, which consists of 3 nodes: pending approval, rejected, and approved. The nodes are represented by tabs in the user interface. By default, pending approval tab is active. The pending approval node shows the timesheets, which are submitted or resubmitted by the resources and awaiting client's approval. A resource needs to resubmit a timesheet when it gets rejected by the approving authority. In the pending approval node, 2 action points are there: action trail and timesheet action. Click on the action trail link to get to the user interface for seeing all the details about the timesheet and its processing. As you see, the top portion provides all the details about the timesheet. The client root admin can download the timesheet in PDF format by clicking on Download Timesheet. Click on Timesheet Items accordion link to see the timesheet items with day-wise work and leave time entry. Notice the working hours entry by the resource. Click on the Timesheet Approvers and Approval Status accordion link to see the approver's details, including approval status, approval date, etc. Notice that the client is the approver for the timesheet, and as the timesheet is not approved yet, approval status shows open. Click on the Timesheet Approval Actions accordion link to see the actions trail on the timesheet so far. As the resource has submitted timesheet, you see the record related to that only. Click on the Timesheet Action link to get to the user interface for approving or rejecting a timesheet. Click on the Approve button to get to a dialog box where the client root administrator provides any comments on approval and confirms the approval by clicking the Approve button. Once the timesheet is approved, the timesheet appears in the Approved node. Click on the Reject button to get to a dialog box where the client root administrator provides any comments for rejection and confirms rejection by clicking the Reject button. Once the timesheet is rejected, the timesheet appears in the Rejected node. Click on the Rejected tab. All the timesheets rejected by the client root administrator show up here. The resource also gets to see the timesheets in his portal as rejected. Once the resource resubmits the timesheet disappears from this Rejected node and reappears in the Pending Approval node of the client portal. Click on the Approved tab. All the timesheets approved by the client root administrator show up here. Upon approval by the client root administrator, the timesheet appears in the portal of the organization root administrator as approved, and the timesheet becomes ready for invoice processing. Click on the Action Trail link of an approved timesheet to get to the user interface for seeing the details of the timesheet and its processing. This is explained earlier. Thank you. See you in the next video.